Man, what the fuck is happening to this world? Seriously, I don't even know, because what used to be insane, chaotic news now just slips under the radar. That's how violent and heated things have gone. I'm sure all of you have heard Charlie Kirk has been assassinated live in 4K, multiple angles, slow motion, the whole shebang. It's fucked up, man. It made me feel sick to my stomach. And I don't usually like making videos like this, responding and reacting to trending events, but this is something that it hit me. And it's not even because I'm a necessary fan of Charlie Kirk. I never really watched his stuff, right? All I knew is that he's a political influencer who had open conversations on campuses. Now, regardless of what you think about Charlie Kirk, if you believe that what he got was just, I don't know what to tell you, because there are some people who think that. But you have to understand that there's a big difference between being a murderer and having a difference of opinion, because we seem to forget that. All right, cool, you might not have opinions that you rejoice over, but Jesus Christ, man. For the guy to deserve death, to get taken away from his family, it's like, I don't know. And, I don't want to make this video necessarily about Charlie Kirk specifically, because this is just, like, nothing happens in a vacuum, right? This is just one shitty domino fallen after a long series of past shit dominoes that have fallen before. It sucks. It's scary to see where this world is going to go, because this almost feels like one of those like apocalyptic seals or something, like in South Park. When the blood of the Canadian hits American soil, we shall rise, or some shit. Because this ain't gonna stop, mate. This ain't gonna stop. It's just scary seeing in real time tribalism go too far. And what's really disgusting, actually, is the aftermath and how I've seen certain people react. It's so easy to get, hypnotized by the social media algorithms, right? Especially by the political sphere. And it's probably might have happened to you, but I'm sure you've known someone who maybe got radicalized. They watched one too many right-wing conservative videos, and then they just went full Jordan Peterson or whatever. And I don't know why we've become so political. I remember when I was a kid, no one in high school watched politics. I couldn't even tell you the difference between left and right, even at the age of 17. And before you all jump on the comments and call me retarded, no, it was called being a kid. It was called being a teenager and not giving a fuck about politics and going out there and having fun in the world. But then, of course, you can say, yes, but that was a different time, and now it's crazy, and you have to get involved, and if you don't get involved, you're a piece of shit, and you support children getting murdered. And if you stand by and do nothing, you are just as bad as the rest of them. Kill him! Kill him! And it gets like that, right? Where it feels like you're walking to a den of wolves, and that's why I've been very discouraged making political video or political adjacent videos. Even me making this, I'm sure I'm going to get someone pissed off enough that they're going to wish for my death. That's crazy, dude. It's fucking, I don't know. Stranger times, dark times. It makes me feel sad about humanity, and I had these feelings. I remember when COVID came along, right? Not to bring it back to those fun times, eh? But seriously, those times really bummed me out. And not on a personal level for being locked in. I mean, yeah, that sucked for everyone, of course. But more seeing how humanity degenerated in a way. Like, we got more violent, more at each other's throats. There's just something that happened somewhere within the last few years even. I don't know, forgiveness went out the window. Our hate for each other became more vile. It's just fucking crazy. Especially in the social media landscape, probably controlled mostly by Russian and Chinese bots. I mean, let's be fair. But there are also a lot of human beings who really just like to spout vile hatred online. It's just how it works. I can't even play a a few games of Gears of War without someone telling me to kill myself just because I'm playing the game properly. I used to be really into veganism, and I just thought it was, you know, the compassionate, correct, empathetic ideology. And then if you don't follow this ideology, you're basically a monster, or at least an ignorant dummy, right? And the deeper I went into this vegan cult, the more I realized there's a lot of violent psychopathy, even when it comes to peaceful ideologies. And I noticed this when someone posted a video of like this Chinese man basically like, I don't know, chopping up a fish. And it was a piece of, it was like beating up a fish, right? It was a horrible thing. But everyone's going like, kill him, throw him, murder him, like public execution, all this kind of stuff. And then I, as an idiot, commented, I'm like, hey guys, I mean, this is a horrible thing that he's doing, but isn't killing him like just as bad? And then I shit you not, 10 more comments jumped in. Throw this piece of shit with the scum, kill him too. I'm like, whoa. And it got like, I don't know, 200 likes, 10 other comments, just because I said, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't murder this guy because he's doing something, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, anyways. So after I got threatened with my life by peaceful, loving vegans, that made me realize that it doesn't matter what community you're a part of. If you're a human being wearing this meat suit, you're gonna be vulnerable to biology, obviously, and our biological laws. And sometimes people turn into fucking monsters. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I'm a fucking angel. I'm just in the right environment. If you put me in a prison, a violent prison, where I have to fight for my survival, that's gonna change my psyche. I'm gonna turn into a psycho. Except we're not all in prison, are we? That's the fucking kicker of it. We all have the choice. We all have the choice.
Correction, most of us have the choice, especially in the Western world.
Nothing horrific like this, whether it's in a collective scale or on a personal scale, happens in a vacuum. It's always because of the series of choices that you have made. No one turns into a shitty, hateful, murderous, just wants to fucking burn everything to the ground in one day. Rome wasn't built in a day. It all starts like with the little tiny things that you're doing. Like, what videos are you watching? Do you feel good after watching that video, or do you feel shit? Do you feel drained? Do you feel more anger for the world? Lowering your immune system, fucking up your mental health, making you reach for 3 chocolate bars instead of 1, feeding the worm and then getting more sick, and that just leads them to a whole other host of bad decisions. Man, I feel you. I'm speaking from experience here. So I don't want to sound like I'm lecturing anyone from the mountaintop because I'm so holy. Nah, bro. I'm scared, angry, just like the rest of you. I just wanted to share my, I guess I'm just sharing how upset and disappointed I am. I guess. After all this, I've just made this video to share how disappointed I am in you. You deserve better. Say this guy living in this, you know, in this, look how peaceful my environment is. So yeah, of course I'm not angry, but I do get angry at people just wishing death, man, on non-violent people. Like, we've gone to that point where having a different opinion could get you killed. Could get you killed. What scares me is that this situation is going to turn into, you know, that movie, The Joker, with Joaquin Phoenix, directed by Todd Phillips. I kind of feel like America is going to, it's already kind of turned into that, but people ain't going to let this go, bro. Ain't gonna let this go. So at the end of all this, what the fuck do we do? Is there anything to do? Maybe this is the time to reflect on ourselves and maybe try not to react so damn quickly. So why am I even making this video? G'day, Future Tom here. I was just going through the edit and thought, you know what? I think I'm just going to cut this out because it's probably going to get me into trouble. Stuff that I agree with, but when I make these raw vlogs, I have to give myself permission to just lay it all out there, no matter what. And then in the editing, I'll make the decision whether to leave it in or cut it out. I've decided to cut it out because I'm a goddamn coward, that's why. I guess it's my survival instinct kicking in and being like, hey, it's a pretty heated landscape right now. It's not really the time to put your hat in the political arena. But I decided to make this video regardless to, you know, just to share my thoughts and even selfishly. So that way I can at least look back as a memory of, oh, what happened in those times? What did I believe? Yeah, anyways, I'll leave you back to the past, Tom. Anyways, on a positive note, I'm going to Thailand soon and going to meet up with Dakota. We're going to do a grand India adventure. It's been a while since I've gone back to India. I didn't think I'd be going back so soon because I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with it. You guys know, because India is like, on one hand, it's fucking incredible, adventurous, different. But on the other hand, my immune system it just can't handle it. But it'll be worth it. Anyways, catch you guys soon. Sorry I haven't been posting as often, but I assure you, I have been learning other skills that have just been taking my entire mental capacity, which has been learning animation, which hasn't been the animations that I've released on this channel so far. Those are just kind of animatics, I suppose, you know. But I'm actually learning proper, legit, professional animation. It just takes so damn long. Oh my God, no wonder animation shows take so long to make, but it's worth it. It'll be worth it. I hope so. Sorry, I'm kind of buzzing off the coffee right now. You know when you have two opposing parties fighting each other? They're like, no, fuck you, X is correct, Y is bullshit. And they're like, hell no, what are you, insane? Y is correct and X is utter horse caca. And then a third person comes along and it's like, hey guys, can't we all get along? There's kind of two sides to every story. And then the two guys fighting, they shoot that guy in the head. That's usually how it goes on. So I've learned to never, ever, ever go in between two opposing teams fighting, especially when the emotions are very hot, because reason and logic will not get you there. I guess it's kind of like, I don't even know, waiting for the heat to calm down and then maybe putting a toe in and being like, are we ready to talk now? No. Okay. Give it another year. I don't know. Anyways, catch you guys later. Much love. Hope you're doing really well. Take care of yourself and go on a walk, meditate. I don't know, do something to escape this social media race, you know, especially Instagram and Twitter, two social medias that I always feel worse after going on. So YouTube's still cool though. So subscribe, like, catch you next time. Peace out.